Hey, what's up, y'all? Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Sunny. I'm doing this video. I haven't done a video in a while. I haven't explained where I was, but the whole purpose of this video is to talk about what happened in the past, where I'm at now, and what's the future from here. I joined Wolf's boot camp or Wolf Pack, and I've been going to the boot camps. He had like 4 boot camps, or this year I went to his last 4 boot camps. Then he had one in Arizona, and it was a last minute thing. I wasn't aware. Plus, I had to go to work, so I couldn't make it to that one. And then he had another retreat boot camp kind of thing in Utah, but it got sold out like literally the day of them announcing it, or the day after. He took on 40 people. It was $400 to go to this retreat instead of the free, because I'm a lifetime member. So he took on this. I missed that. It's coming soon in July. I mean January, but I missed it. Missed my opportunity to go. Plus, I don't really care for the snow, so I didn't. I'm glad I kind of missed it, and I'm getting close to my goals financially. So, yeah. But now I'm at a point where I've been trading lately, and I honestly have been trading not good, but I've been practicing on things. And lately my trading has been better with cutting losses. Sometimes I slack off. Majority of the time I'm cutting losses properly, losing about 10% per trade, which I'm trying to figure out how to lower it. No, I don't need to figure it out. I'm trying to discipline myself to lower it to like 5% or less per trade, because I'm using only 5K. So I'm losing about 500 each trade on an average, but when I gain, I'm gaining about 1,500 to 2K. But lately, I haven't been taking in gains. So this video is to talk about where I'm at and what I'm struggling with. And this video right here, I traded this stock yesterday. POL. I didn't look up any of the research. Didn't look up why it was up. I think I missed majority of the trading day I did on this one. I've been working a whole lot. I've been working a whole lot. I got 5 jobs now, and I'm trying to take on 6. And I've just been knocking off bills and um, knocking off bills. Um, I've just been knocking off bills and getting ahead of life. So I've been watching the market, but not as much as I need to. I've been like, if I'm not doing an overnight shift, if I'm doing an overnight shift, I'll try to watch the market, but I know I'm not. If I'm not doing overnight shift and I gotta be at work by like the time I need to be there. I'll watch the markets for an hour or two, try to listen to Wolf's commentary, but I'd be half asleep anyways. So I just be like, bruh, I'll play it. Hopefully it hits my subconscious, but I'd be so tired. But today I was tired as hell, and I couldn't watch the markets. But to get into this trade, this was around 3 o'clock. Um, and um, I was trading this stock. I'm gonna go to the 1 minute chart so you can see better. But this stock was up like 700%. It's fucking down to it was at $10.85. Look where it's at now. It's just crazy. I hate this shit. I'm just gonna go back to the 5 minute chart because this shit is just too annoying. I can't wait to get a better system that I can actually like use better. But overall, overall, this stock was up 700%. Um, um, it was up 700%. Before it was like up a good amount. Really wasn't doing nothing. Faded, and I thought, and everybody else probably thought it wasn't gonna do nothing. So I just went back to sleep. Um, by the time I got to work, it had spiked up so much, and it pulled back. Um, if you can see here, it started pulling back, consolidating, holding here. Trying to play this right here was very risky because it already pulled back. It was up. It was up from right here. I think 700%. Over here was higher. Um, but I saw that okay, it could push up even higher. I don't know how much higher, but then I got in and I started going up here. I was up at this highest point of this candlestick. I was up. I put in like 5 to 7K. I started this thing where it's like, okay, if it looks really good, I'm putting in extra, a little bit extra, and I put like 7K in. I was up $2,000, which was like fucking 30% of my money. Um, and I got greedy, but not really. It was more of a logical decision. Um, Not greedy. Okay, I had to ask myself, where do I sell? Sykes would have been like, okay, you're up. I was in at like, I don't even remember. Let me see my entry. I was in at 756, and I got the rest of my shares in at 756, and I got in the rest at the very bottom here at like 756 to 799, 756, 754 to 757 to 773 to 799, but majority of my shares were at 754. So my average was around that area. We'll call it 760, and it went up to 974. So I was up to over $2 per share. Sykes would have been like, "Hey, well, you should have been sold." But I've been learning from Wolf lately, and I've been seeing things a bit differently. And Wolf's like target goals. At this point, I should have gone with what Sykes taught because okay, Wolf would have never got into this trade at this point. So to wait for a target goal shouldn't even matter because he would have never been in this trade at this point. Plus, every target goal was already hit except one, which, well, really not even one. It was creating a new high. Every target goal was already hit because pre-market highs were already hit. We're at the highest point of this trade. Pre-market high was already hit. VWAP was already hit. High day was already hit because high day is right here. It's already been hit. So to create a new high day, yeah, it pulled back. So you have another high day to play off of. But still, like, It's already up 700%. Wolf would have never been in this trade. Sykes would have never been in this trade. But it was up, and I was up $2.25. That's more than best case scenario. Like I got lucky. Um, I got lucky. Uh, I got lucky here by it being up. I didn't miss my exit. I just was conflicted. Like, where do I get out? Um, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna get out this target goal of high day. Who knows if it's gonna go a high day? It got rejected right here. Who knows if it's gonna break through? Do you think this is gonna just keep going up to the moon? No. Um, so I waited and it pulled back. I had a good chance to get out. I didn't. Pulled back, added here, thought it would perk up some more. It didn't. It faded, and I lost 2 grand or something like that here. Um, I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm struggling with something new now that I'm getting better at trading. And what it is I should have said this in the beginning of the video, but what it is I'm struggling with uh, when I'm in a trade and I got it near lows. One thing I'm struggling with is getting that better low. And Wolf's explained, okay, if you can't get that better low, size down. I don't like sizing down because it's like I don't want to get in this trade and it goes up and I make little to money. But that's emotional trading when you're worried about the money. So I need to get better at getting these lows. If I'm going to get in here at the lowest point, I need to be getting in, okay, like for an example, this is 632. I got in at 750s, 60s. That's over $1 in range. I need to be getting in the 650s, 670s, not a whole $1.50 later, as opposed to 40 cents later. Um, so that's one thing I've been struggling with. Then when I get in, taking gains, I don't like the idea of taking gains in increments. I just want to take a big whole gain. But that's emotional trading as well. So I need to improve on that. I'm improving on that area. And then when I need to understand, okay, when you need to just sell everything and sell increments. At this moment, it was clear I needed to sell everything. I knew that before getting into this trade. I know what Wolf has been explaining. The later you buy or the higher you buy, the quicker you need to sell. The lower you buy, the longer you can hold. And this is I bought later. I bought higher later into the trade. So I needed to sell as quick as hell because I'm already like the range is already almost done. And that's an area like I know I'm struggling with and I need to improve on. And then um, that's what I'm struggling with. And I added a little bit here, hoping that I can get a perk up. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not. It's not like I'm down on the trade. I'm overpriced or oversized on it, but excuse me. I do these little ads, and I add small amounts, just to show me, okay, hey, this is where I ideally I think I should be adding, and I just add there. So this pulled back. I saw like it pulled back some, so I added there, and I seen a short trap, and it perked up. I was up on this trade handsomely. I just didn't want to get out because I was thinking about the money. I was thinking about the proper target goals, and I wanted to let it run. But which is okay to let it run, but this is not the trade to let it run. The run already passed. You're just getting on it. You're getting in on a quick bounce. So I'm improving in many areas, but what I really need to focus on is I got good entries, but I got okay entries. I gotta get better entries. I gotta get good entries. It's hard to get great entries, but if you get them, you get them. But I'm getting okay entries, but I need great entries. And then I gotta be willing. I gotta improve on cutting, because you see here, the trade was over with. It started fading. It hit my average. Yeah, it hit my average. I don't normally use my average as a risk. I don't use my average as a risk at all. But then it hit. If this shit would stop showing, it hit this lowest point right here, and then that's when I cut or started cutting. But I should have cut it like once I started seeing this fade. Plus, it was already up so much. I was you'll be surprised, but shamingly, I was willing to get in this shit at hold on. I was willing to hold overnight like a dumbass, and that was just fucking stupid of me. But I chose not to. I'm like, I know what that's gonna consist of, a massive fucking loss, and I'm not doing that shit no more. I'm practicing the trade live with real money, not this bullshit. Not continue to play games with myself. So here's another trade I did today, very similar to what I already played today. If it will allow me to show you. I come to realize, man, you gotta be successful, because I'm seeing all these people financially suffer and give up their lives to take care of kids and to just give their life to someone else. And man, fuck that shit. I'm not doing that. I want to live a life for me. So I have to keep focusing on this. Lately at work, I've been like, I can't study because I'm mentally exhausted. I just want to go home and chill. Um, and forgive me. I got a message from work. Give me a second. Um, um, so basically, with this trade, it was already up so much as well. I pre-market here. It was already up. Um, I saw the pullback and I got in here. I'm thinking it was going to keep going up. Then I saw this pullback and I added a little bit here. Well, a good decent amount here. And then I kept aiming for these lows. Any lows that I possibly could find, I'll just throw my entry in and see if it get executed. And I, just in case it would do one of these wicks and my entry would get executed. And I just let it sit and wait. And when you see me add my bulk of shares here, which was chasing pretty much, and then I start getting here in the lows, that basically means I'm throwing an order in because I see it could possibly hit these lows. And I'm trying to get in at the lowest point. And I'm letting these orders just sit, and I'm adding. I'm practicing adding, and I'm also practicing entering in the lows. Sometimes I'll be in full size, but I'll enter a small order just to mentally train myself to always enter at the lowest points. So this is all pre-market. I didn't want to get in pre-market. I could hear Wolf saying, you billies, you're getting in at pre-market, messing up the trade. Don't get in at pre-market. Excuse me. And I didn't want to. But and I did, but I did anyway. I didn't want to, but I was like, I see that this trade is gonna work out or possibly work out. Let me give it an opportunity. And then, I hit my my stop limit order under this candlestick at 229. But because they were having so many wicks, and because I seen so many fake breakdowns, and short traps for the past few weeks or months, I entered my exit order instead of at the lowest point of 229, which I'll put it 1 cent under 228. I put it up 225 just to give me some wriggle room, so they don't do a fake breakdown or short trap, and then spike back up, and I don't get pushed out of my exit filled out of my trade. So I was taking a bigger loss than what I was risking. I was risking more than what I wanted to, but I'm still practicing and I'm still working on trying to minimize it. And I'm getting better at it. And they started consolidating, perking up, pulling back, consolidating, perking up. And I'm gonna be honest with you, and I'm not gonna lie, I was half asleep. And eventually I went full throttle and went to sleep. I had my laptop in charge. I was letting it charge and my screen stayed on. And it just ran, and I put in an alert right here, or I think right here, to alert me when it breaks past this point. And I put an alert to alert me when it breaks past 330, I think. Yeah, 330, because the highest point was 330 right here, or something like that. I don't know. And I fell asleep. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's bad trading. That's bad discipline. But I fell asleep, and I'm practicing. And bro, I literally went to sleep around 12 or 1. Didn't wake up till 2 p.m. I got 5 jobs. I'm working a lot, and I'm studying on when I'm like have enough mental energy to do it. And I was just burnt out physically, not mentally, but physically. Sometimes mentally, but it perked up, and I woke up. It woke me up out of my sleep, and that's horrible trading. I agree. I agree with you. And it spiked, and then I had my stop limit order. I changed my stop limit order to a limit order, and I executed immediately. And I put it in at, as you can see here, like 318 or 315. And I executed, and I made $1,500. And I went back to sleep, and I was kind of like happy with myself, because it was like, okay, bad trade overall, bad discipline. but I got in near lows. Some of the trades I got in near lows. I put it in my stop limit order. I had the discipline to put in my stop limit order because I struggle when it comes to being disciplined on that. And then on top of that, I put in my stop limit order and I let it ride, and I hit these alerts to let me know. Then when it did, instead of sitting here, because the first thing on my mind was when it went up was, oh, hold, and see if it'll go higher. That was the first thing on my mind. But I was like, you know what? Fuck that shit. And I sold. And Wolf was talking about it in the group chat, in the live chat. I mean, the live webinar, and he was like, look at this shit. You need to be getting out right now. And I was like, yep, I got out right then and there. And Wolf was like, you need to be getting out right now. All the billies getting in right now, get out. Sell it to the billies. And, I started selling. And I sold. And I made $1,500 off of like, I think 7K or some shit like that. Let's do the math here. 2,800 roughly times, what was it? I don't remember my average. Fuck that shit. I don't know. I'll see how much. 0.318 equal minus 1,500. 74. I put 74K in. So you know, it was nice. It felt good. It's nice to have that discipline. This doesn't mean I'm a consistently profitable trader. It just means, okay, I finally did something right. If I stayed up and continued watching, this would have been a perfect opportunity. Who knows? I probably would have got in here, or I probably waited till lower day for break, got in right here, cut, probably tried here or on here, somewhere in this range, and it would have went my way. I don't control whether it goes up or down. And I would have rolled the wave and try to sell past past VWAP, some past high day, but pre-market highs has already been sold past. You know, who knows where I would have done it, but overall, both trades were alike. Both trades were alike. I'm getting better at getting in. My entries are going from horrible to okay. It went from horrible to okay now because I used to be a Billy, and now I'm a okay entry, but I'm still chasing, but I'm not chasing as much. Now I'm working on getting my entries to the point where it's good, and the way I'm doing that is by entering an order. Like if the like, as you can see here, if I'm entering an order, I'll just throw it in and wait for it to get executed. And throw it in and wait for it to get executed. Because I threw this one in and it got executed at the lowest point. I threw this one in and got executed at this lowest point. This one I just chased it. I need my trades to be here and here, and my ads to probably be here. But my main bulk of entries should be here. And I think I'm going to do that by just throwing in my main bulk of entries here. And then when I see it going up in my way, I can chase an ad and let it ride. And just get better at it. You know, if my entries don't get hit, chase it with if I'm going to chase it with a smaller amount. So I'm just improving little by little. But that was how this trade ended. The other trade was the same thing. I just didn't take the gains. Overall, I'm getting better. Overall, I still need to improve on cutting when it's not going my way, and I still need to improve on taking gains. But I'm getting better. By next year, I expect myself to be. This is the future part. I expect my motorcycle to be paid off, my credit cards to be paid off, to have some money in the bank, to have more money in Doge and more and investments in Tesla, and then I also have um, um, more money in Doge, some money in Tesla, like a few. I want to have like 100 shares of Tesla. I don't know. I just want to have a good amount in Tesla, and I want to have some, at least, to be honest, 12K to over PDT. I really want to have over PDT, and I'm talking about first 3 months of next year. Um, but overall, I'm also all talking about overall. So I want to have like first 3 months. I want to have at least 12K in to day trade with. I want to have some money in savings. I want to have well, really storage. I want to have some money in Doge and some money in Tesla, and then eventually overall I want to have be over PDT by a substantial amount. I want to have a good amount so I can purchase my house with a 20% down payment if I need to. Um, I want to be in a position where I have Doge and Tesla going up a substantial amount, and money for the car, and money to pay off the house. I want to be in that position. So I don't do the New Year's resolutions, but the first 3 months I want all that, if not a portion. But by the end of the next year or the entire year, I want everything to be in place for me to be well into being done with getting my AA. So gonna continue working these 5 jobs, try to make it 6. But really, my goal is to scratch all of that, get a full time job that's paying that at from 3 to 11 that's paying me um um. There's multiple ways I want to play it. I want to get a full time job that's at the times that I want, that's paying me a substantial amount, like a salary of like 85K or more. And I want my weekend job. I want to keep Edge, the weekend job. Um, and then I want to either do full time on the weekend or just part time on the weekend. And then I want a job where while I'm at work, I can make phone calls and sell shit or be on a computer. Really, just be on a computer, getting work done and get commission. And I want to do something like that while I'm at work. So when I'm exhausted from like studying and reading, I was just okay. Boom, let me jump on this money too, and I keep stacking up cash. And then my goal is to, for my job that I'm getting a salary from, I want to take that and never touch that money. I want to take that and never touch that money. That's what I want to do. And then, um, that's what I want to do. And then, um, uh, I want to, my weekend job, that's the money I want to use to pay my credit cards, and pay my rent, pay my credit cards, and pay for traveling. So if I get an 85K job salary, that money is not being touched, and in the weekend job, I'm getting what, 1,000 per month, a little bit over 1,000. If I do 2 weekend jobs where I'm doing, you know, um, 16-hour shifts on the weekend, then hey, I get that much. That's now, 2,000. That's 1,000 per week, per 2 weeks. That's 2,000 a month. That pay rent, pay all my other expenses, and I'm good. And then every year stacking up almost 80K from after taxes. 80K, 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 and I'll do that for the next few years. And I'll put that money in while I'm focused on trading and making extra money other ways. And that's the goal for this year, for next year. So I don't know what job is going to fit my schedule. Plus, give me the salary. Plus, allow me to work from my computer. Plus, all of that. Hopefully, I can combine all the jobs together and make some shit happen. But I'm leaving it to God, man. God knows what I want. But all in all this extra shit is to put that energy towards trading, so that I can continue to focus on trading, but also get my house, and get my house and get my car. I'm looking out for myself, but I also want to look out for other people. Mainly, I gotta get this accomplished. So that's it. I know this video was long, but it's okay. This video was long for a reason, because I haven't done a video in probably like a couple months. So this is just me catching up. I'm going to be going to some more boot camps. I got to be extra careful on how I do everything now. Thank you.